Greeting interwebs, this is Jackie K, where we're let's playing Pokemon Colosseum because we can. In the last episode, we defeated Dakum, who was vandalizing Vander in Mount Battle. Unfortunately, he's not Vader, so he couldn't defend himself. We were rewarded with a time flute for that. And that was the episode. Today, I hate to tell you, today's episode is going to be figuring out what we're going to do in the next episode, along with showing a bit of Mount Battle before we head off. I am so sorry. And to prove my sincerity with my apology, I will cut out as much unnecessary stuff as I can. Right there, I was showing off our new Shadow Pokemon that we got from Dakum. After several fails, some of them being for ridiculous reasons. Now, onwards to figure out the rest of Mount Battle. When we can actually enter Mount Battle and earn battle coupons, this fine lady here will allow us to exchange the prize coupons for various goodies. Like TMs, the ones that many people prefer, even though they're not the strongest. Because the low accuracy but extremely high power kinda doesn't pay off. To most people, including myself. There's also double team there, in case you didn't get enough of it. You also have the nice berries, the items that pretty much are self-explanatory in their description as we go through them. Like this Sprite Powder and the King's Rocks. I think the Choice Band is the only complicated one, but that's like the Macho Brace, and like it affects how your Pokemon grow, and I believe that's a good enough reason, especially considering I'm never going to get the item, because by the time I have enough coupons for it, it'd probably be more worthwhile to get a different item. Oh, I forgot to show off the move deleter, didn't I? The old man there in the lower right corner can delete moves. Maybe I showed it off in the previous episode, but for whatever reason, if you hate Surf, which there's no reason to in this game, you can have him delete that, because even in this game, HM moves are not normally easy forgettable. If only this was like XD and they also had a move-free learner, then the Pokemon you came across would be a lot more useful, which is nice considering you get so few Pokemon to begin with. Now I'm back at Gate Village because 1, I have no idea how to move the plot forward. 2, we can finally get that cologne case. But not from that lady, silly me. Yes, I combined stupid and silly, but since I said both, there's no reason to hide the fact that I was going to say stupid. Down here is where we get the cologne case. I swear, you must get something from her in XD, because I keep thinking she's an important NPC, when this is the NPC we want to talk to. I guess I won't really go into cologne cases because I'll be explaining them myself when we go buy some from the shop in town. Cologne cases are basically your alternate means of purification. If the Pokemon's nature prefers cologne cases, you buy them from the shop and use them like items on your Pokemon. I guess I was in here because I thought talking to Egon was important to the plot. You do get some line dialogue, so I guess it's worth leaving in and showing it out. Yeah, I mean, why not get the chance to troll? Because you get to go through an endless no cycle. What is it with RPGs having those no cycles? Egon here is telling us to use the time flute! Oh my gosh, I'm sure it'd be great if you use it now and not save it for a hard to purify Pokemon. Well, technically, if you snag the Entei, that would be a good Pokemon to use the flute on. However, considering it's the first legendary Shadow Pokemon we have, and who knows, if you don't know anything about the game, it could be the only legendary Shadow Pokemon. Going off that logic, though, I know there's going to be harder to purify Pokemon besides that Entei. So I think the first hard to purify Shadow Pokemon I like to just use as is. Now I decided to stop by the shop and pick up some colognes. This is the place you want to go if you want to get them, and they come in 3 varieties: Joy, Excite, and Vivid. The only real difference is Joy is the smallest, Excite is slightly more, but not as much as Vivid, and Vivid is the largest. I'll be showing them off right about now. You go into your items, you scroll over to the key items, choose the cologne case. Might as well throw it up on top because it's the only key item I'll be using regularly. And you have your selection of the different scents right there. Now, we'll be using Sudowoodo here as a bit of an experiment to see how much each scent actually affects you. As you saw the shadow gauge of Sudowoodo before the Joy scent, now we're going to take a look at its shadow gauge after the Joy scent. Not really much noticeable, but it's there. Now let's try the Excite scent. As we can see right here, it went down a bit more than the Joy scent. Last but not least, let's try the Vivid scent. And you can actually tell how much it went down this time. Alternatively, scents can be used to call Pokemon out of Hyper Mode in battle or outside of it. For one, it's the only way to call Pokemon out of Hyper Mode outside of battle. Inside battle, I could see a benefit if, like, you want to use that Pokemon and not waste his own turn. So you use a scent with your other Pokemon's turn. Those situations are the only time I can think of using a Joy scent over a Vivid scent, since Vivid is a lot more cost effective. And now we resume our quest in hunting for the plot. Obviously, who would know the plot best than the fortune teller? And that doesn't exactly tell me how to get to there, because I've played the game so I know where that is. The key is how to unlock it. That may or may not turn into a literal pun later on. I know it has been a while since we checked up on Duking, so let's see what he and his regular kids are up to. Well, they had a time flute that could have been stolen. Yep, that's exactly the reason. We kinda did check out the relic already. We were at a gated village and we talked to Egon. What more is there to do? Maybe these kids have an answer? I'll tell you right now, they don't, but I do get a number from them and I think it's important for something. Well, they just said emails, but it's a number as well. Okay, I guess it's emails. So why does it remind me of phone so much? Yep, they're bad guys. They're bound to cause trouble everywhere. Where to go now? Where to go now? Well, I guess the only other place that comes to mind is we talked to pretty much the sheriff, or the guy who really runs the place. So let's talk to the police officer, aka sheriff. Except that's not the house that the sheriff is in. But that dialogue is pretty nice. But this time, let's try going into the actual office, okay? Okay. Oh, wow, I'm sorry, Chief. But there's big news, you see, Chief. There's a talk of a mysterious Saiyan kid poised to taking over the world. Of course. Yeah, that's not old news. That's old news. I mean, I saw that on the news an episode ago, and I was just watching a TV this episode of it, but I cut that out because we just saw that before the boss fight in the previous episode. So it would have been redundant, kind of like how I worded that sentence. Yay. But now we got the sheriff's number. And something I can do, because it's post-commentary, I can tell you, that's the number you need. That's what I should have done at the beginning of the episode. Oh, they care for us. I don't care, you care for me. That's so exciting on its own. I forget to know, we have a jail key on there. And you know, instead of giving it to the officer right there, because we're anti-heroes, we're gonna let this random guy who's in jail free. Yay, I mean, he appreciates us, so he can't be that bad, right? He leaves a pretty nice item on there. TM46, I wonder what sincere and honest TM that would be. Oh, what'd you know? It's Thief. What sincere and honest TM that he left for us? Totally not criminal-like. You know what? Can I let you guys free for the heck of it? I mean, why not? You said something nice to me. You're not leaving? Oh yeah, you're hiding from Mirror B here. But Mirror B's gone. You can run free, little criminals. Alright. I guess let's go back to the Gate Village. Because Past Self has yet to figure out that that phone number's key. And I kind of have to leave town and come back to town anyways to trigger it. Plus we have Pokemon to purify, so I guess instead of including it in an external episode or something, we can watch some Pokemon being purified now. Plus Misdreavus is a pretty cool Pokemon I would have used on my team if I had the room for it anyways. So it would have been pretty shameful to not have Misdreavus in the episode. Some sort of special episode itself. Too bad Yama can't get the same treatment. I believe it can't be purified quite yet anyways. So we'll purify this random Slugma instead. While we're waiting on these Pokemon to be purified, which I would cut out, but I do want to show the Pokemon I purified some point in the playthrough. I want to get some feedback from you guys of how you feel my Let's Play of this game's been going so far. For one, the whole lean towards post-commentary, I've had thoughts of switching between live and post-commentary, depending on how I felt recording the videos in. But I really didn't want to do that unless it was okay with you guys. Because I get the strong feeling that it would be kind of confusing to do live commentary in some episodes and post-commentary in others. But I didn't really want to go all live, because I know there were some days that I didn't feel like commentating, but would rather just get the recording done and do the commentary on a day I felt like it, unlike past playthroughs. Oh yes, it's Time Flute. We could use it on Entei, but no, we're not going to. Oh ha ha, screw that, Egon. We're not going to listen to your crummy advice. So, I guess leave in the comments below how you've been feeling about my playthrough so far. Do you like the post-commentary? Would you rather have the live? Do you mind if I go between live and post-commentary? And if I do, should I tell you guys if I'm doing live in one episode and post in another? Or should I just go with the flow and let you figure that out if you really care? Ah yes, finally! It took me forever to realize that I needed to go here to trigger the event. I needed to get the officer policeman's email address and come here. For some reason I didn't think that this place was relevant to come to until much later. But now that we're here, we have some new suspects to handle. And you know what we have? We have the key to their jail cell. So let's be responsible policemen and let them free as well. Hello there, Mr. Johnson. We're totally not up to anything suspicious. Hello there. I'm confused. Why would you want to split the guys up if there's going to be new prisoners? Wouldn't you want to put them more together so you actually have the room to fit them in a new cell? Ah! Get away from me! You bringing wrath. Hello there, you're free to go. We're collared when we try to sneak back down the under. It's just another thing that goes with this, and then it's all your fault! Frickin' all your fault, you measly gray-haired man! Are you like 85 or something? Whatever, got the elevator key. If they're not gonna run away, that's perfectly fine with me. I get the key I want without getting in trouble for letting them out of jail. Oh wait, there's that thief guy who's probably running amok pickpocketing people. Oh well. I'm not gonna get in trouble for that, because they have no idea. Anyways, I think we're gonna be going back in here in the next episode, and now that we got the elevator key, how about we try and go down that elevator that we couldn't before? I think that doing so will pay off in the long run, or the very short-term run. Either way, we'll be reaping the rewards of this entire episode in the next one. This has been Jackie K, and I'll see you all later. Plus, Mischievous is a pretty cool Pokemon that I would have really liked to use in my team. Dog! 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 Dog!